Hi guys, welcome to another episode. Today I'm going to be showing you how I am going to wire my forest. Any of you that watch the recent video will see that I did a forest with one of my members from the Bonsai Club, and but I never got around to finishing starting. So stay tuned and let's get on with it. I'm going to pause the video recording there because, as you can see, this is going to take me quite some time, and even on fast speed it's going to be a long video. So I will pause the video there and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Alright guys, so I haven't quite finished yet, but I've finished trimming off a load of the branches to the length that I want them, and I have started wiring. So this one's been wired. Still got those few there to wire. For the eagle-eyed amongst you, you'll notice that I haven't wired a lot of the top branches. That's because they're either still developing and I'm not sure what I want to do with them, or because they're too brittle and too small to even worry about them at the moment. So yeah, a lot of these top branches I'm going to leave to develop, so that I can have a look at them later in the year, maybe, or next spring, maybe. But yeah, those of you that are wondering as well, this is a little concoction I made up, this stand here, and it's obviously got a nice rotating wheel on the top, lazy Susan as they call them. I just find it so much easier to have everything there, and it folds up and goes in the car. If you want to know more about that, drop a comment in the link. And anyway, let's carry on with the video, guys. You may be noticing that I'm trying to use as little wire as possible, and where possible I'm using one bit of wire between two branches. That obviously makes it better for the tree because you're not stressing out as much, and also saves you money. Because wire, like most things, isn't cheap. Well, I mean, there are cheap ones out there, but you don't really want the cheap ones if you can help it, because in the long run, what's that saying? Buy cheap, buy twice. Obviously, we each have to live within our budgets, and certainly for a short period of time, you know, any cheap wire you can get your hands on will probably suffice. But if you are looking to becoming a serious bonsai enthusiast, definitely worth investing in some quality items when you can. As said in an earlier video, you can use a lot of normal gardening tools to start off in bonsai to see if you like it, but again, nothing beats a good pair of proper Japanese bonsai tools. Once you get the bug and you think, yeah, this is for me, next time people ask you what you want for birthday and Christmas, then that's what you ask them. You'll also notice that I'm trimming these quite fast. That comes with experience. I mean, I've only been doing it for just over 2 years. Excuse me, get my wire. But it is true what they say. I mean, if you watch someone else, like Corin, for example, I've watched a few of his videos at Greenwood. He just whips through it, you know, he zips through it, whatever you want to say. And I think he has actually mentioned in one of his videos that that just literally comes with experience. He's done it so many times that he looks at a tree and instantly in his mind can see what he wants to go, what he doesn't want to go. And if he's not sure, obviously he'll leave it, like I said earlier, to develop and then make a decision later on down the line. So anyone starting out, don't think you have to be as quick as this or as decisive as this. Take your time. If you're not sure, seek advice. There's a lot of information out there on YouTube, books, Facebook, and another bit of advice is don't always listen to the first person you come across. I'm not saying they won't know what they're talking about, but there are so many different ways of doing things and so many, let's say, disagreements within the bonsai community and what the best way is. Truth is, there is no best way. There's a way that works and there's ways that don't work. And depending on where you live, what your climate's like, you know, what facilities you've got, i.e. greenhouses, sheltered, you know, buildings, all that kind of thing, that all plays a part. So if you ever get some advice from someone and it doesn't work out, it doesn't mean that person doesn't know what they're talking about. I mean, it could do, but it could also just mean that they have had different results based on their location, their way that they have been able to store their trees during the winter, for example, the way that they can store them in the summer with a little bit of shade, or, you know, everyone is different and every tree is different depending on where it is based. So just remember that, guys, okay? It's not a one size fits all, even with the same tree species. Okay, so again, I've learned that, you know, don't get yourself all riled up because you can see one person doing something with a tree and you think, well, mine ain't doing that, you know, what's going on? Obviously, if it's something that you feel the tree should naturally be doing that it's not doing, then by all means reach out, talk to someone. But you're not going to get instant results, and the results you do get are not always going to match the results that someone else got. Okay, so again, please just remember that I see so many people getting worked up and upset because of that. That's another reason why I don't know if any of you have heard about it, and if not, but myself and Dave, who obviously run this channel, we set up our own bonsai club back in January this year. It's been open for 2 months now. I've got about 15 members, so we're doing well. Peter Chan very kindly came and opened it for us. But the main goal of that club is because I want everyone, new, old, young, you know, no matter, you know, whatever nationality you are, whatever sex you are, you know, however you define yourself, I want everyone to feel welcome. And no matter what level you are, whether you're an intermediate, whether you're a novice, whether you're an expert, it doesn't matter. I want everyone to feel that they can come along and just enjoy the hobby and share their knowledge. And another thing about Leatherhead Bonsai Club is that it's not about being perfect. Obviously, if I was entering a tree into a competition, then I am not stupid.
Maybe an idiot. But I'm not stupid.
I understand the tree has to follow certain rules and meet certain regs to qualify and possibly win that competition. So that's fine, that's a given. But when you come to Leatherhead Bonsai, if you bring a twig in a pot, I don't care. As long as you're happy with it, I'll give you advice if you ask for advice, and I will tell you ways that I think you could improve it if you ask for that. But if you're happy to have a twig in a pot, then that's fine, you know. That's what we want. We don't want people to be frowned upon or laughed at or made to feel that they're no good or anything like that, you know. That's what we want. We want a club where people can just come and enjoy it. Bonsai is all about expressing yourself, you know, and showing your imagination. And at the same time, showing off the beauty of nature. So how am I meant to do that if I have to follow a load of rules?
Many rules.
It's not possible.
Just too many.
So if you've got a creation, an idea in your head, write it down on a bit of paper maybe first, or draw it down on a bit of paper, or just go for it. As long as you're making sure that the tree can survive, you know, you're giving it oxygen, you're giving it water, you're giving it nutrients, giving it the right light it needs and the right protection it needs, then there's no reason why you can't create that display that's in your mind and, you know, just go for it. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. But then you've tried, and you can then ask advice of why it might not have worked, or you may know why it didn't work. But don't let anybody put you down. Don't let anybody deter you. You know, if you ask for advice, then please take it as advice, you know, because sometimes people ask for advice and then when they get advice they don't want to hear, they get all upset about it, but then you did ask for that advice, okay? But then likewise, the people giving that advice should remember that, you know, you not to try and put you off the hobby by going, oh, it's rubbish, you know what I mean? So again, Leatherhead Bonsai Club, we strive to make sure that no one ever feels like that. I don't want anyone to leave Bonsai Leatherhead Club, sorry, Leatherhead Bonsai Club, sorry, feeling that they've been ostracised or made to feel inferior in any way, because that's not what we stand for. That tree's a little bit leaning to one side, but that should straighten up a bit. Right, I think that I'm at the end of the wiring for this today, because there's still a lot of settling in that this tree needs to do. And as I said, it's the beginning of spring. I want to let it grow a bit, expand a bit, and then I'll re-look at it in a few months' time, or a couple of months' time maybe. But yeah, right. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a couple of close-up pictures and videos, but please do like and subscribe. Do reach out for help and advice, and do check out Leatherhead Bonsai Club. We have a website as well, so even if you're not a member, feel free to drop us an email, ask a question, and we'll be more than happy to help you. Okay, well anyway, I'll speak to you later guys. I believe Dave is putting on a video soon, so catch you later. Thanks for watching.